I graduated from the University of Kent, so I studied computer science there, and I was looking for so many jobs, but I always found that when I was applying for jobs, I wouldn't always fulfill that last requirement of experience. So yes, I'd have the technical ability, I'd have the technical experience, but they'd say for like a junior role or even like a pre-junior role, they'd just go, entry level role, they would go, yeah, you don't have the experience for it, so we're going for somebody else, which is heartbreaking. But then Sparta came along and kind of saved us. I was at Sparta from January 2021 to May 2021, so a few months. I studied the Java development course as well as the SDET or Software Development Engineering Test course. I think what I liked about the training was that you're being trained by people who have got industry experience as well, so we kind of get in that hands-on feel of like, this is what I've done in the industry, so I'm going to pass it on to you so you can kind of carry it on. Whereas if you're at university, they're just a professional, they've kind of just learned about it, but they haven't actually had hands-on experience of what it's like to be used in the real world. Yeah, that was really good about Sparta. I definitely found it a bit challenging because I felt that at university, even though I did, it was Java as my main language, but I found that they didn't go as in depth as Sparta did. Sparta went really in depth with all the different technologies and all the different concepts of that language. Luckily, I was placed within 2 weeks of finishing the course, and I was placed at one of the big four, which is very exciting. Yeah, it's like a 2-week period where you roll on and get all set up with your laptop, and then that's kind of jump straight into the whole project environment of the big four. You get to be taught all these knowledge, concepts, and technical experience whilst at Sparta, and then you get to kind of see how you can put that into practice at client side, and that's really helped. So my day-to-day role, first off, I would start off in meetings all morning, so then I would kind of do a lot of tickets for performance testing, as I'm a performance engineer, put my speciality in. So performance engineer is a role where you're testing the application, so all the underlying code, so making sure that if an influx of users who are using the application that you developed, can that application handle it? And that's really important because about 40%, there's a statistics where 40% of people will completely log off the website and go to another website if it's been loaded for more than 2 seconds. So you can see how it's affected not only your business, but how much revenue it could cost your company as well. Because if that system is down, then they'll go to a competitor and you'll lose all that money and all those customers. Yeah, 100%. I've always been passionate about tech, so I did IT as GCSE and an A-level, but I always found that those subjects were not very technically involved. It was more just business side, and so I first went into my more technical side, computer science at university, and I just fell in love with how all the problem solving and the challenge that it gave you. And then I found Sparta, of course, and I thought, wow, this is a kind of a new change in scenery, as get some experience with group work as well as all these different technologies that I haven't had experience in before. I recently just passed my Solutions Architect Associate exam thanks to Sparta for funding it, which is really nice. As I feel like at Sparta, they really coach you. They don't just train you throughout the process and then stop caring about you after they've trained you. They'll continuously help you learn and develop yourself, become a successful technical component. I hope to be in a managerial role maybe in the next 5 years. I'm always volunteering myself for PDs, and if anybody needs any help, people will just say, oh, ask Bradley, he knows what to do. So yeah, it's nice that they've kind of put that responsibility on me, because it feels like I've kind of all the hard work that I've got through and all the learning and everything that Sparta and things I've picked up along the way have really helped me achieve that goal of of like a managerial kind of sub role. I would 100% recommend Sparta because it's not only for graduates, so graduates can find a hard time applying for a role after university, especially without any experience, especially if you're going from a non-technical degree to a technical industry. So I feel like Sparta, they not only give you the ability to go into a really challenging and rewarding industry in technology, but they allow you to they teach you from all the way from the bottom to the top of how to be a successful technical consultant and be successful in all parts of the tech industry, really. Pardon me.
Cut that out.